Some of us presume that we may have the phobia of trypanophobia, a, a fear of needle injections, or also known as shots. Whether you like them or not, you cannot deny the fact that vaccinations helps us keep immune to diseases. I am here today to emphasize the significance of child vaccinations. Child vaccinations are important to prevent the repetition of history, stop lethal side effects, and establish a healthier future. Let us begin with the history of the Black Death. According to some of the history editors from A&E Television Networks, in an article published in the year 2010 titled Black Death from History.com, Black Death was a devastating global epidemic of the bubonic plague that would kill more than 20 million people in Europe, almost 1/3 of the continent's population. They also claim that the disease was rather contagious. Even the mere touch of clothing would give them the lethal disease. Thankfully, doctors have established the invention of vaccinations to allow people to obtain resistance to the disease without getting infected. Would you want to be the one responsible for repeating this catastrophe on our generation? Now, let's discuss the reasons behind vaccine usage today. Despite the common occurrences of these diseases, such as chickenpox or the common cold, they could potentially be really deadly. For instance, renowned pediatricians from the Mayo Clinic staff, in their recent article titled Childhood Vaccinations, Tough Questions, Straight Answers, in their website mayoclinic.org, explain how a natural chickenpox infection can lead to pneumonia. For those of you who don't know, pneumonia is an infection which causes inflammation within the air sacs in either one or both lungs. Additionally, a natural polio infection could cause permanent paralysis. Polio is an infection that our generation is not well known about by today's society because vaccines practically remove the disease from existence. So just like polio, children need vaccinations to prevent diseases that are often overlooked from becoming a threat in their lives. Now that we can agree that vaccines improve our lives, does that make them unnecessary for the future? Wrong. Vaccinations make the world a healthier place. Though it may not seem like it, this generation was saved from a lethal disease. Those who work for the website procon.org, in another recent article titled Should Any Vaccines Be Required for Children?, stated that women who are vaccinated as children against rubella have greatly decreased the chance of passing the virus to their unborn or newborn children, eliminating birth defects such as heart problems, hearing and vision loss, congenital cataracts, liver and spleen damage, and even mental disabilities. Likewise, this ideal of vaccines leading to a healthier world is given further attention to when the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, under their 2017 article, Vaccines for Infants, Children, and Teens, within the website vaccines.com, proclaimed that because of our community's immunity to diseases, vaccines help keep your child's younger siblings, older family members, and even their friends from getting sick too. From these perspectives, it is clear to understand how beneficial vaccines are to every upcoming generation. With this lecture, you can clearly see how vital vaccines are for children because they are preventing a repeat of a tragic event, dealing with potential side effects that can harm children, and helping the world for the better. After all, just like how Abigail Adams would interpret this scenario, Learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with order and attended to with diligence. Thank you for attending my lecture.
You're welcome.